As I prayed to God about what to preach about today, the thought kept coming to me that this country suffers from discontentment, and we foster that discontentment throughout the media, throughout our educational system. People are taught in this day and age, in this society, and across the globe, to be discontent. We are taught to want more. That's all a big lie. That doesn't lead to happiness. It doesn't lead to joy. It doesn't lead to peace. It leads to being more discontent. It doesn't matter where we are on the socioeconomic scale. So that's what I'm going to share today. It's an important message for all of us here today, and for everyone who will have the opportunity to hear this online, where. Not because I say it, but because God does. Luke chapter 12, verses 13 to 21. Someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the family inheritance with me." But he said to him, "Man, who appointed me a judge or arbiter over you?" Then he said to them, "Beware, and be on your guard against every form of greed. For not even when one has an abundance does his life consist of his possessions." And he told them a parable, saying, "The land of a rich man was very productive. And he began reasoning to himself, saying, 'What shall I do, since I have no place to store my crops?' Then he said, 'This is what I will do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones. And there I will store all my grain and all my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, you have many goods laid up for many years to come. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool! This very night your soul is required of you, and now who will own what you have prepared? So is the man who stores up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God.'" And from the Apostle Paul to the church at Philippi, and also to the church at CUF here in Deland, a little context. Apostle Paul was once the be-all, end-all of the Pharisees. He was on the ladder of tremendous success. He was going to be the next Gamaliel of the Sanhedrin. He had it all. He was brilliant, that's obvious. He had connections. He had everything the world tells us is important. And yet he gave it all up. He gave it all up for the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember that road to Damascus moment in Acts chapter 9? He gave it all up. So he was a man who knew what it meant. He was a man who knew how it felt to live in abundance and opulence. And now he's having to live with almost nothing. With the handouts. He survived on the handouts from the churches, the different churches. They would supply him to help meet his needs as he went on his various missionary journeys. That's the context for this passage. Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 to 13.